Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 232. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Trizzy. What's up, SLAC fam? Welcome back, baby.
Back in the building once again, and we already got Slackers in the building commenting. Appreciate you all being here with us, rocking with us, being a part of the show. Starting off with moms, happy Super Bowl week, everybody, and definitely, the big topic for today. We'll be making our predictions for the Super Bowl, and later on, we'll be handling our Super Bowl squares as well, which I know everybody I see so far on here is invested in, so that's what's up.
Yeah.
We got Unc. Hello from Texas, Unc. Welcome in. Good evening to Pops. And Unc is already ready for the predictions, but we'll definitely be making those known later. We also got Kelly in the building. Yep. Happy Tuesday. So that's what's up. Before we get started, as always, I love to check in, Strizzy, and just see how you're doing today.
Yeah, man. Good. Bittersweet. Into the football season. You know what I mean? We wait for it all year, and then it's gone like that. It feels like, you know what I mean? But hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? What about you?
Yeah, same. It's funny that you mentioned it like that, because honestly, I have like a love-hate relationship with the Super Bowl. It's really cool and it's exciting to see who's going to win. But at the end of the day, too, like, especially, my team hasn't been in it for a very long time, right? It's like, it's just not kind of the same, because it's also like that bittersweet of like, all right, well, football season is officially over now. Nothing to look forward to for another 6 months or whatever it is. So that part of it, that part of it's tough. So,
it's funny. I don't know what's worse, you know what I'm saying? Like not having my team in for a really long time, or having to watch them lose twice in the last, 20 years or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's like your team ain't been in, and I've had to watch mine lose twice. So
goes both ways, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. Also want to welcome in Stephanie Washington. She's been live on the scene already. So I'm interested to see how her Super Bowl week has started off so far. Definitely welcome to the show. And then we got to add our third panelist, our brother, Mr. Mad Marcus. Let's check in with our boy. What's good?
What up, dog?
What's up, fellas? Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
What's up, man? We chilling, man. We here, though. We always on the road lately, so.
That's what's up, brother. Just be safe out there, and definitely we love to have you when we can. So appreciate you beaming in, and I definitely want to get your topics or your takes on the Super Bowl, but also our kind of golf segment later too. So I'll just have a little teaser there, but we definitely need your input on that. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling though. Let's kick it off with our first topic. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk. Let's get it. All right, so NFL Talk, we're going to be talking the Super Bowl between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. But I want to make our predictions later on in the show. And as I mentioned before, we are going to be doing our Super Bowl squares drawing. So we're going to be actually filling in the grid as far as like the numbers on the grid. And we'll all get to find out what our Super Bowl numbers will be today, because the board is completely full. I know if you've been with us in past seasons, sometimes we've done like a 50, sometimes we've done like an 80, but this time we got the full 100 sold. So very exciting times with that. But for now, I just wanted to talk about the Super Bowl a little bit. And before we make our predictions, though, just what are you guys looking forward to? And have you guys seen like kind of the opening week stuff so far at all?
Nothing too much. I think one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to is like, it's two of the best teams that are in it. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the biggest things is talking about the 49ers from week 5 about how they're on a one-way track to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And here they are. Some ups and downs, more ups than downs, but here they are. And then Kansas City. I know I for sure never thought they'd get all the way back. And the offense has been so sluggish. But as long as you got Pat Mahomes and that defense, so playing the way it is, they're back in there too. So. I just expecting a really good game. I don't think it's going to be. I'm hoping it's not, a low-scoring game, because I think both of these teams can put some points on the board. So it should be a really, really good one, and it's a rematch too. So I know 49ers are probably going to come a little harder than they did last time. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been cool. I don't know about this little pre stuff. I don't like that. Like I don't want to see y'all. I don't want to talk to y'all. So yeah. I'm a little old school with that kind of stuff. I don't like that. But the other thing about it is I forgot until I heard they booed Kelsey and Mahomes and them. I forgot they're in that rival stadium. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a Niners home game, because they're gonna be getting booed the whole time. So it's either gonna mess with them or it's gonna fuel them to even win in their rival stadium, you know. So that might be a cool little thing to that, but they're gonna get booed the whole time probably during the Super Bowl. So it could be good, and it could fuel like the 49ers gonna be mad about it. Can it fuel them to beat them, or it could help them? So we'll see what happens. But that was kind of I kind of thought about that when I seen the game. But why are you getting booed? I said, oh, it's a rivalry. So I can see that. So.
Chiefs about to win a Super Bowl in the Raiders Stadium before they even make it there.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I haven't seen too much of it either. But I get what you're saying, Marcus, too, with the old school parts. Like they got these guys like facing off or kind of like, you know, coming together. And it was kind of weird. Like I get to make a big thing of it, but like the players are all like filming, like they're here and stuff. But I'm like, I would kind of want the players to be more focused, like do that afterwards. Like don't celebrate yet, just getting here, you know. But it's definitely interesting. Stephanie Washington said the Super Bowl Media Day was awesome. Nearly 24,000 people in attendance. And that's crazy just to basically see everybody walk out and then see the players like in their individual sections answering questions. That's pretty dope. She does say, though, I don't care for either team. Can't stand the 49ers fans. At Media Day, they booed and jeered every time the Chiefs were getting interviewed. And so, Marcus, like you were kind of saying, those you know, fans out there, whether it was Raiders fans, 49ers fans, both were just not feeling the Chiefs. So that's very interesting. Speaking of the Chiefs, so we got our brother Anthony Weston in the building. What's good? Welcome onto the show. But yeah, this is part of the Super Bowl that kind of does get a little bit drawn out there, where it's like, all right, I'm ready for the game. Like, and you know, every little thing, they kind of try to hype it up through the weekend. But I understand that, you know, they got to do what they got to do, and it is a big event. Like, you know, everywhere you turn, it's like at the stores, it's like this is a, you know, big game sale and all this other stuff. So I get that part. Unk says, wish we could all go to Vegas and tailgate during the game. Anthony Weston says, Chiefs the villains. That's funny. Kelly out, Stephanie, we aren't all that bad. That's for sure. That's funny though. But yeah, interesting stuff there. Marcus, I did want to ask you about the Pro Bowl. I know you said you weren't kind of interested in it, but you know, and I wanted to get Strizzy your thoughts too. Is like, do you think now that the Pro Bowl had its like second year of being flag football, and I think that kind of novelty already wore off, do you think that they should just get rid of the Pro Bowl altogether and just make it like a list of names at the end of the year and not do anything, or what do you think?
Yeah, they should get rid of it. Let it go. I didn't watch none of it. I watched it. You know, it's gonna be on Instagram, so like that. It was trash. So yeah, I don't like it no more. I like the All-Star game. They try to do different things and make it exciting. The Pro Bowl, it's the end of the season. Like nobody really care about that. They might watching that stuff. So I would say get rid of it myself. So. And maybe make it just skill challenge. Don't make it a game. Like, you know, all the stuff skills. That's kind of cool, you know. I would do it then. And that'd be about it, but I would get rid of it.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same. Like, the cool thing was, like, just the silly stuff, like them hanging out and just doing those little competitions. But the game itself is, like, really not really even a game. But, Strizzy, what do you think? Dump it, change it, revamp it, go back?
Yeah, you know, I say dump it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that they're trying to, you know, do a little bit more like the NBA, you know what I'm saying, where it's not just the All-Star game and, you know, they have the little, you know, things in between, right? Dunk contest, three-point contest, things of that nature, which those are actually like, especially, too, because a lot of times it's not just like skill guys. You got, you know, the big guys, you got linemen interacting and doing things. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah. But the game itself, like, I think it's the first year where I didn't tune in for anything. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't tune in for no skill stuff. I didn't tune into the game at all. I ain't watching like nothing. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, even like last year when I tuned in, it was for very, very short before I was like, this is dumb. You know what I mean? Like, so like I'm just not with it. I get it. You know, I think what a lot of people don't realize is the Pro Bowl is really more so kind of it's more of a gift to the players and their families. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, you know, I know a lot of times we look at it as like another, you know, thing for us fans, but it really is a gift to the players and their families. You know what I mean? They gift them with those plane tickets, they pay for everything. So I get it from that aspect, but like it really is whack. It's kind of whack, you know what I mean? Like it's not entertaining anymore. It's not really fun to watch. So, you know, I kind of hope maybe they try to figure something else out, but it's also a little bit different because football is just so much more dangerous than, you know, any other sport, you know what I mean? So
right.
You know, they got a tough road ahead to kind of figure out how they want to play this, but I just haven't really been much of a fan lately of it.
Yeah. And I'm sure the numbers that, reflect that sentiment that you're talking about, Strizzy, that it's just, not the same anymore. Definitely gone are the days where they actually suited up, you know what I'm saying, put helmets on. And like Sean Taylor, like I think about that every year.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sean Taylor, like him taking out the punter, like, but it's kind of like guys like him that would actually go full speed amongst everybody else that kind of ruined it. Like they're like, all right, we gotta stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss that. It used to be really cool, and you'd see the different jerseys and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But
yeah, different helmets and stuff.
Yeah, definitely long gone now, though.
You think if they start going to Hawaii, Hawaii, maybe that's what change up too? Because people look forward to going to Hawaii too for like a vacation and stuff like that. So.
Exactly.
I think so. I think the NFL did get a little bit cheap. It wasn't doing the same numbers out there. It was more expensive to go out there and travel out there. So they started doing it in Orlando and doing it in different places where it's like, that's cool, but it's not the same. Because it used to be kind of more like you're saying, Strizzy, like a gift. And it's like, oh, this is like a little kickback after the season, go take my family. Now it's just not quite the same. So,
yeah.
Good stuff, though. Anthony Weston says they should just make it for rookies. Like, they'll just be going hard. They should make it for all the rookies that, like, didn't make it. Like, here's your chance to go into get onto a roster or something. I don't know.
Right.
But they definitely need to revamp it some way. A little bit of coaching news. The final 2 vacancies of the NFL coaching carousel have been filled. Mike McDonald in Seattle, Dan Quinn going from the Cowboys DC to the Commanders as the head coach. We're going to have a long time, and I was thinking maybe sometime in the offseason we can like grade all the coaching hires. Like maybe we each rank them and say like who we thought was the best out of I think there ended up being like 8 new coaches coming in. But any thoughts on these 2 hires?
I was surprised that he got rid of the OC, Dan Quinn. So I want to see who he's going to get in there. Or did he already do it? Is it Kingsbury?
Yeah, it's going to be Cliff Kingsbury. I was kind of surprised by that too. And it was kind of funny the way he said it. Like he was like, "Oh, a lot of respect for Eric Bieniemy, but we're not going to be working together here." So he kind of like lightly dismissed him, which I wonder what that means for Bieniemy because like a lot of the other coaching jobs have started to get filled already, right? So, does that mean a year off for him? But I was kind of surprised by that too. Cliff Kingsbury originally saying he was going to go to the Raiders and then switched up and is going to the Commanders. So, yeah.
I hate he went to Howard too, because it's gonna be a hard game. Because you're gonna have a defense together against us. So that's the only thing I didn't like that. But he did. I think I give Dan Quinn. He did his thing, man. When he came to the Cowboys, he brought the defense back, and I think every year when we were really good, we had a key injury that happened to a player, so we wasn't already there. So I just think that, but he did his thing. I think he left his stamp there, and hopefully we get somebody in there that can do the same thing and we go from there, but we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. Strizzy, any thoughts on this one? Did you like Mike McDonald going to Seattle?
Oh, I loved it. Honestly, I think I think Mike McDonald getting hired from Seattle is actually the best overall coaching hire of pretty much all teams, every team. You know what I mean? With Panthers being second, but we'll see how it works. But yeah, I think Mike McDonald was huge. I think the offense has been kind of working in Seattle, over the last 2 years. So now you have a defensive-minded coach. I think who can bring the defensive side to that team back. So I think that's just a really, really big one. I'm not a huge fan of the Dan Quinn in Washington. I almost think like he should have, I don't know, either just stayed in Dallas if he could as DC, or waited out one more year. I'm not sure how he's going to feel about the Washington job. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't a big fan of it. Not really sure how the fit's going to work there, especially because they just got done giving up 2 of their best defensive pieces.
Right. Literally just traded them.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how that goes. But you know what I mean? Like when from his point of view, like if I can go from being a DC to a head coach, why wouldn't I do that? But it just kind of sucks. I think him waiting to the end to kind of figure some things out, I think kind of worked against him a little bit. So I almost would have taken a year off or waited until, mid-season to see if a better position popped up. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Congrats either way. And he was huge in Dallas over the last couple of years, especially revitalizing that defense. You know what I'm saying? So definitely well earned, but not really sure how I like him in Washington.
I kind of feel the same. Like, I'll give him credit. Like, he definitely came in and did his thing and kind of reproved, after like having the Falcons job go. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, credit to him to making it to the Super Bowl, but he kind of did what he had to do, took a step back, and we knew that eventually he was going to probably get another head coaching job. But I don't know. Yeah, is this the right one? We'll see.
Yeah.
But it is interesting. But kind of like Marcus said, I don't like that he's like going to be right back in our divisions. We'll see him a lot of times. Real quick on the Mike McDonald too, I think that might be the coaching steal as well. Like, I guess, this guy's definitely been instrumental in that Baltimore defense and kind of revitalizing and bringing them back up to their standard. And from everything that people say about him, he really can coach the game well and well respected. So I like that. I like that there's kind of been like him and Canales kind of some different, different kind of flavor coming in. So I like that a lot. That's what's up. I do want to welcome Grace to the show. Hello, Grace.
Thanks for
jumping in. Anthony Weston says Cowboys should hire Mike Vrabel as defensive coordinator and have an in-house coach. I think that would be super dope.
That would be.
I would love that because I'm really surprised that he didn't get a head coaching job. Maybe he's ready to take a year off. But I wanted to pop Marcus back in here though. What do you think about Vrabel coming as a defensive coordinator, or who would you want for the Cowboys to have as a defensive coordinator?
That would be awesome. I think he'll be good, but I think he'll be too much of a threat because us Cowboy fans, when we start losing a game or something, they're gonna be trying to call for Mike McCarthy. And I think Mike Vrabel is the type of guy he wouldn't want to be in Boston like that. So I don't think he would do it. I think it would be great if he did it, but I don't think he'll take that job because he's been a head coach for them years. I don't think he'll go down. And he might sell a year like some guys do. Like Mike McCarthy did the same thing. He sell a year and then came back the following year for a job. So I think because he could have been the OC somewhere else, but I don't think he wanted to do that. And I don't think Mike Vrabel's gonna do the same thing. I think he's gonna wait till next year and then see if he can get another job. Yeah,
and there is a little bit of an advantage of waiting, like when you like are going to be considered, because then you can be that first coach, or like if somebody gets fired mid-season, you're the first one like that has opportunities and all that. So
exactly.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Unk says Washington needs a change, but Quinn was not the answer. Yeah, so we'll see. I want to welcome Aunt Pam to the show. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Got some Super Bowl squares for her. She got some too. So We are going to do that drawing at the end of the show. So stick around. That's going to be exciting. But not too much for NFL talk. We'll do our official pick a little bit later. But for now, I think we'll go ahead and switch up and talk a little bit of NBA talk. Let's see what we had up here first. Oh, Embiid. Thoughts on Embiid? He did undergo a knee procedure. He's going to be out, or he's going to be reevaluated in 4 weeks. So he's going to be officially out for as far as meeting like the minimum games required to get postseason awards and stuff like that. And he's going to miss his matchup against Jokic in the All-Star game too. So thoughts on Embiid?
No comment.
Everything about this situation kind of like really pisses me off, right? Like, so I understand that the NBA 100% has a
load management.
Load management issue, right? They definitely have a load management issue. So they need to figure out how to combat that, because it is I can't remember what game it was. I think it was last week, I think. Lakers and Celtics played each other, and Bron and AD sat out, and Lakers ended up smacking them anyway. But imagine having to pay a ticket to watch Lakers versus Celtics, and your AD and Bron aren't playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody, no offense, but ain't nobody going to watch Austin Reeves, dog. No, they're not. They're not. I don't care how I know he's a Laker fan favorite, but ain't nobody going to watch Austin Reeves, man. So, stuff like that is a big issue, right? And now on the other side of things, you got Embiid playing through a serious knee injury where he's already had knee problems and basically his entire career, just trying to be able to stay within, the MVP race, because he knows he only missed 18 total games or whatever it is. So, and now this, you know what I mean? Like, now yet again, another year, Joel Embiid's probably going to go into the playoffs, you know what I mean? Not 100%, right? And we know how pivotal he is for this team to even go as far as they're going to go. So it's really frustrating to see, a player that caliber playing in games where he shouldn't play. Coaching staff honestly should have been like, look, we understand, we want you want to play, but we're going to sit you, because coaching staff as a coach, it's your job to protect the players against themselves, regardless of whether they want to play or not. And that obviously didn't happen. And again, now look. So I just think from all over, these situations, like the NBA, the players, the coaching staff got to do a better job at figuring out how these guys can continue to compete for things, the postseason awards, but also keeping them healthy for themselves and for the league, because the league is also another league without Joel Embiid in it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just a lot of crap all the way around.
Yeah, I feel you, man. It's true. Like, it is weird. Like, the NBA thinks that they can just solve a problem by putting that minimum game out there, and it's like that's not really like solving the issue exactly, because people are still going to find a way around it if they need to, and then other people are going to suffer from it when that wasn't their intent, to sit out games or whatever. Right. So, yeah, very interesting. But yeah, he's going to be out of that MVP race, so no repeat for him for sure.
Yep. For nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for nothing.
Yeah. Another star that's not, well, maybe not so much of a star anymore, but another player that we recognize and love to watch, kind of having to sit out a little bit more. Klay Thompson benched the last few games basically down the stretch and in the fourth quarter. Is this it for Klay? Like, is it just that time in his career, or what do you guys think about Klay Thompson's like recent struggles, and I guess not even just recent, like struggles of the last few years?
What do you think, Marcus?
It's wild because he was such a cool dude, a good player, great shooter, and that injury, he never recovered from that injury. Well, I guess the two injuries. He got the one in the finals that he was in practice and got hurt again back-to-back years, and he never recovered from that. I can only imagine what he's thinking, especially that time that they were great, they were doing good. He was the wingman to Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying? They was having a good time. And I can only imagine his mindset getting injured in the finals, but you lost. You could have won. KD would have got. If y'all both would have played, y'all would have won another championship.
Yeah,
but you lost that one. And then you making a comeback and you get injured in practice for another whole year. But you did come back and you did win another one, So I guess that could help a little bit, but you still wasn't that big factor in that situation, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Wiggins was that guy that did it. So yeah, I think he's. I always say you never lose that jumper. You never lose that that stroke. But at the end of the day, I think he has lost his ability to play. Cause he's a defender too. He can't defend anymore. That's why they put him on the bench towards the end of the game. And it's not the thing. And the Warriors not doing well either. So his psyche might be kind of messed up. It's just kind of hard. And of course he gonna want to probably leave and see if he can do something somewhere else. But if that happens, he goes somewhere else, then he's still the same player, then it's going to be even worse. So, I don't know. I think he's in a bad spot.
Yeah, I agree with Marcus and pretty much everything he just said. Two things. First of all, I love his answer. I don't know if you guys saw the interview that they had where they basically asked him about, being sat in the fourth quarter and not finishing out games with, guys like Kuminga and things of that nature. And he was so real about it. He was like, they played great. He was like, why would I be upset about it? He's like, I love this team. Those are my guys. He's like, and they played great, saying those closing minutes. And then they asked him again, essentially, like, like how does he feel not being like a top guy in the NBA anymore? And he was like, it sucks. He was like, of course it sucks. Like, to be one of the best players in the league to no longer being that, like, it hurts. You know what I mean? So he was extremely open and real about it, which it's funny because it was only like Klay Thompson fashion, right? It just seemed like a total Thompson answer. But I loved it because in a sense, like LeBron James kind of got people thinking that like everybody just supposed to be playing at what LeBron James
just never fall off. Yeah,
exactly. And that doesn't happen. We see this, way more often than we see guys like LeBron James, playing damn near 40 years old, still averaging 24, 25. And, what I'm saying? It's just like, when is LeBron going to fall off? It almost seems like it's never going to happen. You know what I mean? So and that's the second part of it. It's like most of the time, like these guys they're going to fall. You know what I mean? They're going to get to a point to where they're just not the same player they were, 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean? Even though Klay is extremely young, he's NBA old. You know what I'm saying? So there's that too. So it kind of sucks too because like we talk about trade Klay, but for what? Like, what are you going to get back for him at this point? You know what I mean? Like you're not about to get anything too great. You're not going to get a first round pick for Clay. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like he's literally kind of played his trade value extremely down. You know what I mean? So at most you get like a second round pick for him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some players off, you know, for their bench or their future, but you know he's not really. You know, you trade Clay 5 years ago, and it's like 4 first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's not that no more. So that makes it really, really tricky too.
Yeah, for sure. I think my thing about it is like I agree with both of you, what both of y'all are saying, and it's like he is such a cool dude. Like I've always rooted for him. He's such like a chill personality. So you know, I do like hope you know he's all good for like kind of how Marcus was saying, like his psyche about it, like because that's got to be hard. But maybe a new place would give him a fresh start. Or you know maybe it's just you know his time, but he has it, you know, can go enjoy his life and everything like that. So you know he's definitely I just would wonder too, like is he still like a Hall of Famer? Maybe that's another doubt, another debate we can have another day. But you know if his career just ended as it is now.
100%.
I think he's gonna get in there. They put Ben Wallace and they put Tristan McGrady. They put Tristan McGrady in there. They shouldn't be there, so he gotta go too. So
yeah. He'll
he
be
is part of that history.
He'll be first ballot. You know, I think especially with the NBA Hall of Fame, like likability plays such a huge role, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be first
not
ballot.
To mention he's got championships.
Yeah.
He'll be in there. Anthony West says need a Ray Allen role. I like that. I mean, that is true. And like how Mike Christie said, like you never lose that jumper. So you know maybe he can go somewhere and you know kind of just come in like that.
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that because Ray Allen was a Klay Thompson for her, but when he went to the teams, they did those certain shots they could hit. You know what I'm saying? So
I still credit him. Like that LeBron's second ring, I think, against the Spurs, like that's all Ray Allen because like he got that like
that's facts.
That's true. I didn't think about that. You need that shot. Yeah, I'll put him in there. So yeah. I like that. I like that.
Pops with his comments about Embiid figure out how to play 67 games. It shouldn't be that hard. One thing that's cool that's coming up for the All-Star game, and I wanted to get your guys' thoughts and see if you guys see this, but they're having like the court is going to be basically like a glass court above like all LEDs, and it's going to be able to like change and stuff like as it goes. What do you think, Marcus? No? I'm shaking your head already.
So, the players gonna see it, or only the people who's watching gonna see it?
No, the players will see it too. So, like, this is some different examples of it too. Yeah.
They trying too hard, man.
For the All-Star game, I think so. Like to bring the champ, like because this All-Star Saturday night, like it doesn't have the same feeling, I guess, as it used to. So I think they are trying to just try gimmicks and do different things. It's kind of interesting.
I guess if it's doing a 3-point contest, a skill challenge, and a dunk contest, maybe but actual game, I think that'd be too much.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not gonna be the actual game, then it's just gonna be the skill stuff.
I don't know. I think it might be during the game too, but I don't know if it's gonna be flashing and changing and stuff. But I think for sure they talked about it's gonna be on display during the skills challenge, but I don't know about the actual game.
I just don't like maybe doing stuff like that because the court gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna feel the same because there's something under there and all that. You don't get that same feel, and you get injure somebody like that. So I don't like all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
All right, grumpy old man. I know.
Yeah, nah, Mark, I'm actually with you. Like, I think from an architectural standpoint, it's pretty dope, right? Like, you know, I mean, if that was something on like the outside of the stadium where they were doing their interviews from, and if they were doing little like, you know, they do the things too, like, you know, kids come from the crowd and shoot a free throw for shirts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to see it like that, from that point of view, I think that'd be really, really dope. Like somebody put that together, and you can, you know, it's just something outside that we can see, but to play on it though, like it's gonna be real distracting. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're changing colors as they're running down the court, or they're changing, you know. I think that's gonna be a little too distracting or whatever. But right, Steph, I'm with you on that. Players might get some vertigo or something. You know what I mean? Like you're running on the court, it's blue, and by the time you get to the other side, it's purple. You know what I'm saying? Like might be just doing a little too much.
Yeah.
But I think just again, from like an architectural standpoint, I think it's pretty dope that someone was able to kind of you know come up with a glass court and throw some LEDs under it. But maybe something like I said on the outside where they're doing all the interviews, or maybe like if the TNT guys are doing the show, you know what I'm saying? Because usually who they are, like Shaq and Kenny and them, if they're outside, like if they were like on the glass court, like maybe that would be cool.
Yeah.
But playing art gonna be a little distracting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I just did double check. They're not going to do the actual game on it, but they're going to do the celebrity game and then all the skills challenge, dunk contest, all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's so true though about the floor. Like even like sometimes when the backdrop is different, like it affects players. Like, you know, when you can't see anything behind the backboard, and there's certain things like that even. So I'm sure the court would be a big difference. So, but yeah, kind of interesting though that they're trying something different, but I don't know. Anthony Weston says going to have a bunch of people with the Apple glasses on. Marcus, did you get the pre-order or what? You gonna get your pair?
Hey man, as I get older, man, I like my money, man. I ain't spending my money.
About my money, the older I get.
I don't like the VR stuff, man. I like to be where I'm at. I see too many accidents, so I'm a pass on those things.
That's a great quote. I like to be where I'm at. You know. No, I feel you on that though. I think if this was 10 years ago, I'd be where I am right now. Like I'd be like, or I'd be at least had my little review out there. Like I would have found the money somehow and been like over here with them already.
How much are they?
They're $3,500.
Heck, nah.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, if we write it off, you know what I'm saying, and do the right reviews, maybe, but no. But like I said, like as a younger me, I would have been like, oh man, I would have justified it somehow in my mind. But yeah, I can't do it. I don't know. But I would like to experience it one day. I'll have to borrow it from a rich friend or something. You know what I'm saying? A rich friend that indulges like that. But all right, the only other topic for basketball is that the trade deadline is coming up, and it's on Thursday, so we have a couple more days, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be as exciting as we thought, especially from a Lakers fan standpoint. I think they're just going to stay where they're at. But a couple of these guys are, rumored to be involved in a potential trade. I was curious if you guys had anybody that you thought, like out of these guys maybe, or just anybody else that you think needs a change of scenery. Up here we have Jordan Clarkson, Bruce Brown, Wiggins, and then DeJounte Murray as well. But
when did Bruce Brown go to the Raptors? They did that trade with
this past season.
With Siakam?
No, it was just after this past offseason.
Yeah.
He was like the only player from the Nuggets. Oh, that was it.
So maybe he did when he got Siakam. Maybe that's when he got left. I know he was on the Pacers.
Got you.
Yeah, I didn't know he was part of that deal, though.
He was in that. He was in the Siakam trade.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But apparently he might get traded again. I don't know. I don't know, because a lot of people apparently are after him, but I don't know. We'll see. Anthony Weston says Clay to Miami.
Yeah.
Unk says Levine to Warriors. I don't know about that one. I think Levine actually, he got hurt, so I don't think he's gonna be traded.
Yeah. Levine's gonna demand too much, I think, in my opinion. I think Levine's gonna demand too much for what he's worth.
Gotcha.
Was it Murray supposed to go to the Lakers? Was it talking?
That was the rumors, but apparently, I don't know. I guess that rumor mill has kind of quieted down.
So you don't think nobody gonna go the Lakers? You don't think nobody gonna do a trade?
I think they're gonna end up standing pat, and they're just gonna stay with what they have. But Anthony Weston, he's got he's got some insider sources too, so maybe he'll have some different Lakers news. But I'm thinking, based on what I can see, is that they're not going to make a big splash that they wanted to. They were looking for basically like all pro level talent, and they're not going to get that back with what they have. They don't have enough cap space to try. I mean, draft picks to trade either. So,
okay.
So, I think they might, if anything, just try to scoop some people up after they on the waiver market. Because after the trades and people get let go or whatever. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to make a big move. So. We'll see. The Warriors, too, they were supposed to be sellers, but I don't know if they're going to even end up trading Wiggins. I don't know if his value is where it was supposed to be at or not.
I'm really curious about them because they literally said fire sale except for Steph. They were like, everybody's available except Steph. So I'm kind of surprised that they haven't let anyone go or went after anybody big either.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty strange there, so we'll see. Unc says LeBron back to Cleveland. I don't see it. But there was funny though, the people were like trying to make speculation because he used a Knicks towel the other night after the Knicks game and like, oh, is he trying to send a message to the Lakers? I'm like, that's too much.
Y'all trying a little too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, I think I'm going to switch it up to our next topic. And I was going to talk a little bit of baseball, but really there's not much to talk about other than we're excited and we're only a couple weeks from pitchers and catchers reporting and then spring training. So we're definitely going to try to get out to a spring training game, next month and check that out. But I did want to go to our golf topic, Marcus, so we could get your thoughts on this. But Tiger Woods, he did a little bit of a teaser. And for, we're not sure but his little teaser said like the vision has always stayed the same. And it said like 212, 24. So interested to see what's up with that. I think it's a teaser for his new clothing line. And I don't know if you've seen this logo or heard about it, but TaylorMade is, who he's with for his golf clubs. And apparently they're going to help him make a clothing line of his own. It's going to be called Red Sunday, I think it is. And this is supposedly the logo for it. Marcus, what do you think about Tiger Woods kind of, going in this direction, leaving his Nike contract and doing his thing?
It's cool, but I just feel like Nike was an all-around type of thing. TaylorMade is only golf, So I just feel like he could have did if he's gonna leave Nike. Maybe did his own thing with TW. That would have been his thing, like Jordan had his own thing, even though he stayed with Nike. But I thought he would stay, but I guess he's going to put all his things into golf. But I guess it's the same thing, I guess golf is the same thing. But I just feel like TaylorMade don't make shoes, what I'm saying? They don't make different things. It's just golf stuff. So I don't think they gave him a bag. So I think that's what it is. And he's going to stick with that. I think he's a billionaire, so I guess when he's in his career, he don't really care about that no more. So maybe he's gonna go with that. But I think it's gonna be dope. I think he's gonna do well with that. And I just don't like we know he played TaylorMade, but we know he did other things too with golf. But now I think he's gonna be just all of them. And people like me, who's a ping guy, it's gonna be like, dang, I have to get TaylorMade so to get Tiger, So that's the only thing. So hopefully he makes it where it's versatile, which I think he will, and we'll see. Because I'm not doing TaylorMade stuff, so.
Yeah.
If they're smart, like Marcus just said, he basically talked about how, Nike is so all around. If they're smart, they'll get into all the things you mentioned that they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to get into the shoe game. You know what I mean? Like, it's when you're big like that, you're a big company like that. So, especially you got a name like Tiger Woods, like, to put his symbol on a bunch of other things, it would be really easy for them to start making Tiger Woods shoes. It'd be really easy for them to start making probably more Tiger Woods apparel, things of that nature. So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm interested about it too. I'm a big Nike guy. I'm a big Tiger Woods guy. So for me, I'm like, that's kind of whack to me. Like, I don't really want to see it. Like the logo, Kelly says the logo is cool. Stephanie says interesting silhouette. For me, I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. Like I don't really know like what that's supposed to be exactly, or like how that's gonna look like embroidered on a shirt. Like I get it's the Tiger, but is it like, I don't know. I'm not feeling that, and maybe that's just like my bias. Like because the TW that he had with Nike was like so clean, and like that's all you need. Like, and I guess in my mind that's what I associate him with. So I'm like, this is gonna be a little bit weird, but I do think I want to see what he ends up making it, right? Because it's supposed to be that it's his company, and then like TaylorMade is basically just like the gonna do the production behind it, almost like he's like partnering with them more instead of just like being under their brand. So we'll see. Hopefully it's cool, but I just hope that he golfs well in whatever he's wearing and that he wins another major. But I don't know. Stephanie said I thought it was eyelashes at first. It looks, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like a bad mustache, Hung says. It's just weird to me. I don't know. I'm just used to
like a bad mustache.
I don't know. But Tiger, you know what I'm saying? We still love you for sure. So do your thing, man. I hope it goes well. But so that's Sunday Red. I like the name better though than anything. Like that's pretty cool. Like Sunday Red is a pretty cool name and everything. So We'll look out for that. And I think he's going to be playing in a tournament pretty soon here, but he hasn't exactly announced, right? He hasn't committed to it yet, has he, Marcus? Any tournament?
No.
Okay. So I think that's the announcement we might get.
Yeah, he'll probably come in his and then go from there.
Gotcha. So, all right, that's what's up. I think we'll go ahead and shift back into our NFL talk, and we're gonna basically do a light edition of Secure the Bag right now, and then we'll make our Super Bowl prediction official, and then we'll draw the numbers for our squares. So let's get it popping. We have in the Super Bowl, as we've seen, we've got the San Francisco 49ers at the Kansas City Chiefs, since Kansas City is technically the home team. The 49ers are favored by 2.5. Strizzy, I'll let you lead off. Who do you got in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, my heart obviously with the San Francisco 49ers. Like, that's who I want to win. Like, I'd love to see CMC get one. That's my dog. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many more. There's a lot of players on that team actually that I really, really like and enjoy. You know what I mean? Him, Debo, Fred, like all those guys, I think be very, very deserving of winning one. But, you know, my brain is like KC. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brain, my money, like all that stuff is like it's on KC. It's just, you know, we talked about it, you know, with Dak a couple of weeks ago, and just talking about having a championship mentality. If there's anything that this team has, the championship mentality. You know what I mean? And when they're there, they're looking to win. They're not looking to, you know, to sell. They're not looking to, you know, we're not going to do everything we can to get this championship. Like, they're going to throw everything at the 49ers. And yet again, like, who better to have on your team with your starting quarterback than Patrick Mahomes? So, you know what I mean? Until they kind of prove us wrong, unless they're going up against like my team, where I'm obviously going to pick my team, I'm going with KC, man.
Yeah, same here. I'm, you know, I think it'll be a good game. I hope it's a really good game. The way that Kansas City has been playing on defense lately, the way San Francisco has been having some slow starts lately, specifically in the playoffs too, you know, and having to come back from behind. I just feel like the way Kansas City plays, having Patrick Mahomes, having Kelsey, having those guys that have been there before, if they pounce and they take advantage of that, then I see them, you know, like, it's not going to be the same. I guess you can't come back on them. So I see Kansas City handling business. I think Andy Reid is a big game coach, and I think he gets the better of Shanahan. I think I can't go against Kansas City. And especially, though, that they're underdogs, especially -2.5. If we're saying against the spread, I'm definitely going with Kansas City. So, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kansas City too. If the 49ers would have blew out the Packers and then would have dominated the Lions, I could be like, okay, they home get wanted. But I just feel like they beat inexperienced teams. They didn't really beat nobody. Which you have Kansas City beat Buffalo, they beat the Miami, the okay team. They beat the Ravens, who we all thought was going to win the Super Bowl this year. So I think that was their Super Bowl. I think that was going to be the hardest game. I think they're going to go until Sunday. I think it's going to be close at first. And I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be relaxed the whole game. And then when he need to go, he need to do it, I think he's going to pull away in the fourth quarter, and they're going to win the game by 10.
Nice. Yeah, and then the panel is all the same over here. Let's just go to the comments real quick. Kelly says Madden Simulation said KC. Stephanie Washington, I think it'd be cool for Purdy to take it all the way, but Anthony Weston, Chiefs 27, San Francisco 24. Unk says KC by 1. Stephanie Washington, KC is going to take it with the experience alone. Kelly, if we don't start strong, it's over. So yeah. It'll be interesting, though. You know, it's going to be a big game. I think both teams are going to pull out some stops. But, yeah, I just feel like Kansas City has that steady hand. And, Marcus, that's a great point. Like, the teams that they beat to get there are, way different if you compare the two roads that they had to take. So, yeah, for sure. So, all right. That's what's up. That's officially our Super Bowl predictions. We're all going with Kansas City. But I think it should be a good game. Definitely hoping for at least a close game, first half and all that. So
I think the spread is accurate.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it's accurate in the sense of, like, when we're talking about, just like San Francisco's offense, right? That's why they're favored. You know, when you
Gotcha.
when you look at players in the sense of who has the more impressive roster, it's obviously San Francisco. So that's why they're favored.
Because on paper and by the computer numbers and everything.
100%. But you know, experience, the coaching difference, the quarterback difference, right? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. What Brock, we talk a lot about Patrick Mahomes, but Brock Purdy has had a very similar road. You know what I mean? Like taking a starting job and essentially, we can't say for sure they would have beat the Eagles last year, but they definitely beat the brakes off them this year. You know what I'm saying? When they were healthy. So, he's had a ton of success. Like NFC Championship 2 years in a row, now a Super Bowl. When he's healthy. So he's been impressive, man. I've definitely been impressed. That's for sure. But that KC team led by the best in the league is hard to go against. It's hard to go against.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, that's what's up. I think next up we'll do our Super Bowl squares. So I'm gonna put this down real quick, and then we will do our Super Bowl squares. And Strizzy, you've got the
Yeah, I got a little thing right here. So basically, I'll pitch it, and it'll do it randomly.
Okay, sweet. And it'll just do 0 through 9.
Yeah, 0 through 9.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So let me share this real quick, and we'll do this to kind of round it out. And then I see one comment I want to come back to for sure. But let me see if you guys can see. All right, you guys can see this?
Yeah.
So the squares were filled in at random. Basically, what I did is made a list of everybody that had a square, and then assigned a random number to it and sorted it, and then put them in that order, like into this, because obviously if we're in person or old school party, like you just write your name on a random box, but we weren't here to do that, and I didn't want to go and like fill them in at random because I just felt like that was weird. So signed a random number and sorted it by that number, smallest to largest, and then that's how these were basically laid into here. So it's all random from there, and then we're going to randomly assign the numbers. And so Strizzy, you'll handle that. Marcus, I don't know if Marcus is with us right now. I was going to say, I was going to ask you, should we start with the Chiefs or the 49ers?
Let's start with the away team.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, because I think it's the Chiefs, right?
Chiefs. No, the 49ers are the away team.
Actually. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So we'll start with that. And then he says email, can't see screen. Yeah, for sure. Don't worry about seeing the numbers right now. Once we get this done, we're gonna lock it in and we're gonna send it out via email so that everybody has it. So no worries with that. We're gonna make sure that everybody has it via email or via if I don't have your email, or if you weren't in the Pick'em group, then I'll do it via text. But don't worry about that. No problems at all. We'll get it over to you, and that's why we want to do it early too, so that everybody has it in pocket. So all right, so we'll start with the away team, and we'll just go top to bottom. And so here we go.
All right. First number is 4.
4. All right.
Second number is 5.
5. Okay. You want to show it, or I don't know if it really matters, but
yeah, I can do
that. 3. Okay.
3.
4, 5, 3.
7.
7.
Next number is 2.
All right.
7 again. Hold up. 2 again. Look at that.
3.
Again. My fault. So the tricky part, I wouldn't let me take the ones out.
Do the no duplicates. It's okay.
9.
We'll make it 9. That's a new one. Okay.
Yep. That's good. I got 5 up there. 1.
1.
4. 3. 0.
0. Okay.
What's left? 8 and 6.
8 or 6. 8.
Yeah,
all right.
So 6 is last.
6 will be last. Okay, cool.
Right. So the first one for the Chiefs is going to be 6. Again.
Right. Oh.
Damn.
9.
Oh, you know what I can do? 9. Oh no,
Yeah.
I can't do it. Actually, what I can do is go. Shoot. Oop. All right. Please take that out of it.
6. Okay.
Damn.
6.
Liking 6 right now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not 3 in a row. 8. All right. Don't say it out loud.
2.
2. Okay.
8 was the last one, right?
Yeah.
I can just keep bringing that lower every time it gets to the highest.
2. Oh, I got you.
Yeah. 0.
0. Okay.
1.
1.
2.
3. Okay.
I'm getting the low numbers out of there.
2. 1. 0.
Right, what's left? 4, 5.
4, 5, 7. 1.
7.
Oh.
Damn. That's what I get for not picking numbers, thinking.
5. Okay,
5.
here we go.
All right. Let's just see
No,
what we got.
4 or 7, I guess.
4 and 7?
Yeah.
Oops. 4. So 5.
Oh.
Yeah, that's interesting.
7. Okay, there it is.
4.
And 4. Okay,
Nice.
cool. All right, so let me save that before we forget. Okay, so there it is. That's officially our numbers. So what I will do is I will email this out to everyone so everybody has a copy, and I'll make a screenshot of it so that way we can zoom in on it and all that. But yeah, there's our official squares, and we'll do 100 for the first quarter, for halftime, for the third quarter, and for the final. So if it goes into OT, then it's, nothing happens in the fourth quarter, just going to go to the final score basically. And so we'll get 200 for the final score. So that's what's up. I want to thank everybody for participating throughout the year. We have a great time doing our pick'em. And so, several of these squares were, awarded out via our pick'em. So again, every year it's gotten bigger and bigger. We appreciate everybody's participation and inviting more people in. So That's what's up. Very exciting. Oh, Kelly says, love that Grandma has a square. Yeah, Grandma Mac always has a square for sure. So she's in there. What number did she get?
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. 5 and 2. Okay. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? 15-12 at the end of the half. Who knows? Craig says, nice. Good luck, everyone. Yes, that'll be exciting. I love to have something to root for in the game. That really just kind of helps.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
it makes it more fun too when your teams aren't in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, Anthony's team and Kelly's team is in it, but for the rest of us,
right, for sure. And Anthony Weston, he's been spoiled, man. He's been had it in. They've been in there 3 times, I think, since we've been doing our show. So, Stephanie Washington, man, I didn't win a single week this year. Tough crowd. Yeah, we didn't either.
Neither.
I think all 3 of us, though, Stephanie included, I think we all got into the tiebreaker at some point, but none of us ended up winning any. So we had to buy ours. We had to pony up. So, but that's what's up. So that'll be super exciting. Like I said, I'll get this sent out so that everybody has it. So that's what's up. All right. I think there was a comment on here that I saw that I was gonna bring up. Oh, Anthony Weston says, what about the streaming app collab with ESPN, Fox Sports, and TNT? I didn't hear about this.
Me neither. But I hope it's better than the ESPN Plus app. That app sucks, dog. ESPN Plus app is so garbage, bro. They need to just get rid of it or fix it. They do something with it, but it's so bad.
I know it really is, and it's crazy though. Every ESPN's owned by Disney.
Right.
You would think they have good technology. Disney too, though. Their apps, it's terrible.
Seriously.
Their online experience. I'm like, you gotta get better.
Y'all got too much money for all this.
Yeah, exactly. Anthony West says, look it up. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. I would love for everything to be in one place, or they should start doing something where the clubs have an opportunity to do that, to where it's if I go on to some platform, right, and I subscribe to my team I should be able to watch every game, regardless of what channel is on.
Dope. That would be oh man.
They should have that for fans. Like even if it's like a separate platform, like y'all figure out where the money should go. I just want to tune into one channel and watch my show, like and watch my team, like because like that's the hardest part. Is like you now have to have 4 or 5 different subscriptions if you want to follow your team throughout the year. It's crazy.
And you know why that makes so much sense too for them to put their pride aside and do it is because I'm gonna stream it regardless. You know what I mean? So you make $0 when every Panther fan in the world who doesn't live in North Carolina streams it from a website. You know what I'm saying? You make no money that way. So why not find a way to at least bring a little bit more money into your pocket, right? Yeah. But I think that's a genius idea. Yeah, no blackouts.
No blackouts too. Yeah, like I don't care what channel it's on, local, not local, just like hook me up, you know. I think they should be able to get that in their rights. And then even if I have to go to, Lakers.com or whatever and just pay them monthly, okay, cool. But at least I'm paying one thing. Like,
right. I mean, I don't understand what YouTube TV had going on with the Phoenix Suns, but I love the initial idea, you know what I mean? Where was basically like, no more blackouts. Like y'all are going to be able to stream every Phoenix Suns game because they don't make sense for, people in Phoenix not being able to watch these games. So, I love the idea, and I think everybody should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, but he got shot down by the NBA because they were like, we can't collect on that, and everybody needs to be able to collectively. We've bargained to like share all that revenue. Like, it's crazy though that he was like, I just want to give our games free, and they're like, no, you don't even control it.
Yeah. Even with like YouTube, I'm pretty sure NBA went to YouTube TV and was like, look, we can't.
Yeah, like hold on,
no.
Somebody's gonna pay us, That's crazy. It's so crazy, but yeah, we got to figure this out. We gotta what I'm saying, we gotta rally the troops, start sign some petitions or something, figure this out. But yeah, Unk says 31 teams would agree on this. Cowboys would do something different. You're right. Jerry would be like, you know what? We're going to have our own. It's going to be $10 a month. It's going to be on the Cowboys.com.
Oh, yeah, Dallas Cowboy Network.
That's a good one. But his ingenuity and his willingness to do something different is what ended up bringing like so much revenue to football because like everybody was just following whatever the NFL would sign up for and he would do his own thing. Yeah. That's why he ended up naming rights. He started building his own stadiums. They're like, why would you want to build a stadium? You can just rent it from the city. He's like, no. I'm going to own everything. Like,
yeah, for specs.
So like, oh man, that was crazy. Oh, Grace brings up a great point here. Happy early birthday, Stephanie. Yes. Yep. So happy birthday, Stephanie. Hope you enjoy. And definitely Aquarius gang is in full effect. The wave is coming. So happy birthday to Stephanie Washington. And also, happy birthday to my grandma Millie too. Today's her birthday. Yeah, so her heavenly birthday. So rest in peace, Grandma Millie, and happy birthday to you too. So Stephanie, you share a birthday with a very special lady in our family. So that's what's up. That's really cool. Oh no, you don't share it. It's early. My bad. I just started thinking along that train, but okay, my bad. It's Thursday. So you almost share a birthday with a very special lady, but
yes, wow.
That's what's up.
All right. Birthdays.
Yeah. Bunch of them coming up. So that's what's up. We will not have a separate Secure the Bag show later this week. Of course, we did our thing. We made our prediction, only one game to pick, and we got our Super Bowl squares done. So I'm very excited. And like I said, I'll get that out to everybody so we can, start to visualize our numbers a little bit, start to meditate on it, start to speak it into existence well before Sunday, get that good juju out there. So that's what's up. But Strizzy, you have anything else you wanted to go out on or discuss real quick before we part for the week?
Nothing much, man. I was trying to get them free tickets to the the Open, you know what I'm saying, or Waste Management, but didn't work out. So we'll see. I'm looking at the prices. They're not too bad.
You thinking about going?
Maybe. We'll see. Man, like you said, February birthdays, dog. My sister's birthday was yesterday. Bond's 16th birthday is a couple weeks. Your birthday.
16th birthday.
Yeah, dude. My middle sister's birthday is Valentine's Day. Like, man, February is wild for me. So we'll see, man. But definitely would want to go, but we'll see how it works out. But nothing too much, man. Just stay safe out there and enjoy the Super Bowl this past weekend. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. For sure. No, that's what's up. And yeah, if you do decide to go, be safe. I think Friday and Saturday are already sold out at the Open.
Yeah.
Crazy. but that's good though. And yeah, everybody out there, enjoy the Super Bowl. And we'll have to come back with like your favorite Super Bowl foods. Like we'll have to talk about that next week, and I want to hear what everybody has for the grub. You know what I'm saying? So next Tuesday we'll have to break that down as part of our Super Bowl breakdowns. Not only who won and how the game go, but you know what I'm saying, how was the food? That's what I want to know about too. So that's what's up. But until next time, yeah, that was episode 232 of Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub.
Your boy Stress.
Peace. And for Marcus, Taco Tuesday.
What's up?
Thanks for listening to Say Like a Champ. Engage with us on Instagram. Share your thoughts, and you might just be featured on the show. Be sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you pod so you don't miss next week's episode of Say Like a Champ.